Where you stay here. That rug looks some money. I'll get over there. Just give me a minute. Thinking about. Do you want one when I'm back here?
I got a shot of you walking already, so if you want him just to turn around and come to you, he can.
Let's do that. All right, we're gonna sit down.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Brent Oslin. Thanks for coming out and celebrating this special day with Gregg and Erica. Thank you. Erica, I just have to say you look amazing tonight. In work, Mom Beth always said if I didn't have anything nice to say, I won't say it at all. So, Gregg and I have been good friends for many years now. We've been better hunting and fishing buddies. Had some great trips, some crappy ones, a lot in between. Something that's always stood out to me though is at the end of the day when we hop in the truck and drive home, Gregg would always call Erica first. I know he loves you. I know you mean the world to him. So I pray that every day you're together, your love and friendship continues to grow stronger.
Yeah, Erica Marie Johnson, Lilienthal, Heiko Sling. I'll still be forever your name. Been my best friend forever. Even when we weren't talking, she was still my best friend. I've never seen her as happy as when she talks about that handsome devil sitting right next to her. Even when she's talking about how much of a dink he is. Still see how much she loves him. And I'm so happy for you two. That's official now. We've been actually married forever, so congratulations. I love you both.
Thank all you guys for coming out and celebrating with us today. It's been about 9.5 years coming, so we appreciate your wait for coming out here for us. So thanks for coming, and God bless the sun coming out today.
First question. Who has the stinkier shoe?
Got it right. Who's actually taller? I think we got some liars here.
Who made made the first move?
Who's the better driver?
Who's smarter? Watch.
Who's more creative?
Who is better at keeping surprises?
Who's the better cook?
Who is more adventurous?
Who's more likely to be running late?
Who's the better dresser?
Who's the better kisser?
Who is better looking?
There's no cheating.
Who said I love you first?
Gregg, you were romantic.
Who mentioned marriage first?
Come on.
Who cleans more?
Who hogs the sheets?
Who has a better taste in decorating?
Who holds their liquor better?
Stop, please.
Who has the best taste in music?
Who starts the argument?
Who's the first to say I'm sorry?
Who wears the pants?
Who spends more money?
Who will be most likely to wake up grumpy? Yeah, grumpy.
Oh yeah, he is.
Who's more likely to get lost?
Who's messier?
Who likes to dance the most?
Who do you love the most? Who's gonna balance the checkbook?
Let's hear it again for the Borks. To kick things off, Erica's gonna dance with her dad. Let's get a round of applause for Ken.
Look at the two of you dancing that way. lost in the moment and each other's face. So much in love, you're alone in this place, like there's nobody else in the world. I was enough for her not long ago. I was her number one, she told me so, and she still means the world to me, just so you know. So be careful when you hold my girl. Time changes everything, life must go on. I'm not gonna stand in your way. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. And I prayed that she'd find you someday, but it's still hard to give her away. I loved her first. How could that beautiful woman with you be the same freckle-faced kid that I knew? One that I read all those fairy tales to, and tucked into bed all those nights. And I knew the first time I saw you with her, it was only a matter of time. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. And I prayed that she'd find you someday, but it's still hard to give her away. I loved her first. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. Someday you might know what I'm going through, when a miracle smiles up at you. I loved her first.
Let's hear it again for Ken. All right, now Erica is going to dance with Dan, who she affectionately calls Boone. Let's get a round of applause for Boone.
Like yesterday we were bringing you home. I was so scared to hold you, now I'm scared to let go. Knowing that growing up was just a part of your life, from baby to young lady, from woman to wife. Now everything I do seems to be wrong. Dear God, will you please let her hear my song? This road life leads can be so long. Lord, I pray that she will always know her way home.
She likes to ride trucks. She don't need me around near as much. I wish I could slow her down, but my baby's growing up. She likes to ride in trucks.
Man, it's funny how time flies when I look in her eyes. I used to see me, now I see him. It's like roping the wind and knowing you can't win. And I realized that I used to be him. She used to run done to me. Now she's running for the door, chasing her own dreams and doing her own thing. It's time for you to make your own mark in the world, but to me you'll always be daddy's little girl.
Yeah, she likes to ride in trucks. She don't need me around near as much. I wish I could slow her down, but my baby's growing up. She likes to ride. When he shook my hand and looked me in the eyes, he promised me that she'd be home on time.
Yeah, he's a pretty good boy. But I was 16 once.
She likes to ride in trucks. She don't need me around near as much. I wish I could slow her down, but my baby's growing up. She likes to ride in trucks. I wish I could slow her down, but my baby's growing up. She likes to ride in trucks.
Let's hear it again for Boone. And now Gregg is going to dance with his mom. Let's hear it for Angie.
I can't remember when you weren't there, when I didn't care for anyone but you. I swear we've been through everything there is. Can't imagine anything we've missed. Can't imagine anything the two of us can't do. Through the years, you've never let me down. You've turned my life around. The sweetest days I've found with you. Through the years, I've never been afraid. I've loved the life we've made, and I'm so glad I stayed right here with you through the years. I can't remember what I used to do, who I trusted, who I listened to before. I swear you've taught me everything I know. Can't imagine needing someone so. But through the years it seems to me I need you more and more. Through the years, through all the good and bad, I know how much we had. I've always been so glad to be with you. Through the years, it's better every day. You've kissed my tears away. As long as it's okay, I'll stay with you through the years. Through the years when everything went wrong,
Let's hear it again for Angie. Now, before we do the first dance, we have to cut the cake. So please, somebody hand these guys a knife. And let's cut this thing. Gregg. Let's hear it for him. All right, you guys all cleaned up? All right, dancing for the first time as a married couple. Let's hear it for Mr. and Mrs. Gregg and Erica Rourke.
I hope you're the end of my story. I hope you're as far as it goes. I hope you're the last word I ever utter, and it's never your time to go. Sometimes this road that we travel feels like it's leading us on. Spinning our wheels just stirs up the gravel. Before you know it, it's gone. I hope you're the end of my story. I hope you're as far as it goes. I hope you're the last word I ever utter. It's never your time to go. Keep on turning the pages. Oh, what a story to tell. You'll still be my sweetheart when everything ages. We'll be the last book on the shelf. I hope you're the end of my story. I hope you're as far as it goes. I hope you're the last word I ever utter. It's never your time to go. I hope you're the last word I ever utter. It's never your time to go.
Let's hear it again for Gregg and Erica.